Hi, I'm Nancy Blamer, Senior Community Relations Ambassador here at the Center for Addiction Treatment. I want to welcome you to the final episode in our series entitled True Stories of Addiction Recovery. We've been running this series throughout the month of April to celebrate Alcohol Awareness Month. And today, like I said, we're going to bring you our final episode, which is entitled Our Mission, Saving Lives and Rebuilding Families. And throughout this series, the 4 parts that we've showed you so far, we've done a lot of talking with people about how CAT saves lives. So for today's episode, we really want to delve into how CAT helps people rebuild families. So once someone's life is saved, then what? They rebuild their family, get their kids back, and that's really all part of the recovery process that we embrace. Today we want to welcome back Kendra, who's a peer supporter here at CAT, and introduce you to Kim, who is a patient care technician here at CAT. Both of these ladies are in recovery, and they want to share their personal stories about how their recovery journey reconnected them back to their families. Kendra, can you tell us how recovery has reconnected you to your loved one?
Sure. So fortunately, my mom, didn't see me in my active addiction. When she was still alive, I was functioning still, we could enjoy wine together at dinner, and she never got to see that side of my addiction, because it was really before it progressed into, what it progressed into. So I'm thankful for that. I'm sure it would have just killed her to see me in the shape that I, became into. My dad did get to see me in pretty bad shape before he passed away, and he didn't really know what to do about it because he wasn't used to seeing me like that. And he passed away. So really, all I had left was my brother. And I idolized him from the day we were born, and I was always looking up to him, and and I was always his little sister, and for him to come to see me turning into this person that he didn't even know anymore was devastating. It was devastating for me, in our relationship, and I would minimize my addiction to where it was oh, it's no big deal, because I didn't want to admit that I had a problem. I was still lying, I was hiding, I didn't understand the depth of the damage I was doing to our relationship. I couldn't, be trusted. He couldn't trust anything I said. And so that took a lot of time to work through for both of us, because I was still the victim. I was still, I wasn't showing any humility, and just I was angry at him for not being there when I wanted him to be or needed him to be, but I also didn't understand he was having healthy boundaries. He was trying to establish that, and because I didn't know the depth of the damage I was doing by the lying. And I also wasn't showing the willingness to actually want to get help either. So on the flip side, after I was actually really showing I don't want to live like this anymore, I want to try to restore our relationship, and what am I going to do that? I need to do it for me. I need to do it for my loved ones, especially him. And so, as I continued to just do the work on myself, and he was always if you just be honest with me, and just tell me you're not okay when you're not okay, and just don't lie about it, I'm here for you. And so finally, when I was able to be honest with myself and honest with him, and things did get better, even if I was feeling down, and it just took time and space to heal from all the damage, and today we have a really great relationship. You know, we it's just different now. Like, we go to church together. We don't, you know, go out and party together. You know, it's just like a whole different level of a healthy relationship, and I'm really happy and thankful for that and for him. Yeah, so
You got your brother back.
I got my brother back. Yes.
That's great.
I know. It took time.
Thanks for coming and sharing with us today, Kendra.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Kendra, for sharing that story about your brother. I've got an older brother too, so I could really relate to that, and I appreciate what you said about looking up to him and just not wanting to disappoint him, but that eventually you all came back together. I think that's awesome. And now I'd like to introduce Kim, who's a patient care technician here at CAT. She's here to share her story of recovery and her journey to rebuild relationships with her family members. So, Kim, how have you rebuilt connections with your family members because of your being in recovery?
Today I have a beautiful relationship with my children. We talk every day. I have a daughter in Florida, a son in Atlanta, and a son here, and I talk to each of them every day. If just to say hi, tell them I love them, which is a miracle for me, because when I was using, we didn't talk. And in fact, my youngest son, I could see him on the street and he would walk past me like he didn't know who I was. So, but right now he's my biggest cheerleader. Like, I was going to see him and I forgot my phone. And when I got to his house, he was like, "Ma, why didn't you answer your phone?" I said, "It's on my bed, I forgot it." It's like he worries about me. He comes to see me. Easter Sunday, he came to get me so I could go to an Easter egg hunt with him and my grandkids. And my daughter's graduating. She's getting ready to be an RN, and her pinning ceremony is May 6th. I'm going to that. And my oldest is a comedian. I go to Atlanta to see him. It's night and day. Since I was older in my addiction, it's different than, when you're young, you could kind of placate your kids, tell them, mommy's in the hospital or mommy's sick. I couldn't do that. They knew exactly what was wrong. And so when I came to treatment, I wanted everything to be unicorns and rainbows. The day I came in treatment, I wanted our relationship to be okay. And it just was not. They was like, "Pump your brakes. You've got to show us something." And even though they didn't know about Narcotics Anonymous or sponsors or the things that we have to do doing step work, even though they didn't know, they knew that it was something that I had to do. And so when I started, I would say, "I can't do this. I've got to go to a meeting," or "My sponsor's coming over. We're getting ready to do step work." They just knew I was doing something to stay clean. And then when I got this job, I was over the moon. This is what I think my whole journey was meant to do, was to help other people. I think I'm supposed to be here.
And describe, just for our listeners, what's your role here at CAT?
I'm a patient care technician. I get to see the girls when they first come in off the streets, and they come into our detox program and they're not feeling well, and they've lost their best friend. Drugs was my best friend, my lover, my best friend, my everything. And you lose that, I don't think at first I really wanted to say, "I'm never going to get high." I just wanted to do it successfully, if that sounds.
Okay.
There is no successful way to do drugs. And so in my 4-year, I'll be clean 5 years in August. And in that time, I know that I can never do drugs, that should I slip up in just one bad decision, and I've seen it so many times in people that I love and people that, I work with and girls that come through the program. It just takes one bad decision and then you're out there and you can't get back. And I never want that to happen. Like I say, I have a great relationship with my kids, and my grandkids never have to know the person that I was.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your almost 5 years.
Thank you.
I think you're a real treasure here at CAD, and the way that you can really give those patients hope from your own experience. And I think that really means something to people that come in and they're looking for hope, and they really are looking to people like you. And that means a lot, and we thank you for that.
And I like to tell them, I don't have any embarrassment in telling them my journey started here August 27th, 2016. I went to the same groups that you all went to. I had the same counselors that you all went to. I cried. I didn't want to be here. All of the same feelings that you all have, I had. And when Jean says at graduations we have miracles, I honestly feel like I am a miracle, because the day I left here, I said, I'm coming back to work. I'm coming back here to work. And when I was clean a year, like that day, I went to CityLinks and I put in an application and I called and they said, we don't have any openings. And I was, heartbroken, like, well, why not? You all were supposed to wait for me. That's what I thought. But right around Thanksgiving of 2017, I got a call and I came and interviewed, and I started December 17th of 2017. And I love it. I love coming to work. It's disheartening sometimes. Not disheartening, but, you want people to get it. I want to skip down the street and say, come on. It's great. It's wonderful on this side. Everybody's not ready. And it breaks my heart sometimes when, we have people that repeat and they don't get it. I just want to shake them and tell them, come on, look at me. If I can do it, you can do it. Really, and I feel like that. And I used to beat myself up because I was 55 when I came through here. And like I said before, God doesn't make mistakes. And so I was supposed to go through my journey when I went through it, and I'm supposed to be here. And I love helping people.
Well, we loved having you today.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for sharing your story.
Absolutely. Hi, my name is Kim, PCT, here at Cat House. If you would like to repair your family, give us a call. Give yourself a chance. If I can do it, you can do it.
So I really want to thank all of our guests throughout the last, 4 or 5 weeks. All of our people in recovery that have joined us to share their stories of hope and strength and promise of a future. We really appreciate your honesty and just sharing that with us. Numerous stories of inspiration, too many that I can't even count. And I want to mention that if you missed any of the prior episodes, so today's episode 5, there's been 4 previous to this, that if you missed those, if you click on the link below, you'll be able to connect to our YouTube channel, and all the stories will be there. I highly encourage you to do that because, like I said, it's been a 5-part series with great speakers and awesome inspiration. I also want to thank our marketing team and photographer extraordinaire, Moy and McKenna. They've been great producers, great camera folks, great encouragement to all of our speakers, and just helped us with the production of this series. And lastly, I just want to thank all of you who have joined us throughout the weeks. And I'm wishing all of you hope. And if you need help, or you know someone who needs our help, please give us a call, 513-381-6672, or visit our website, www.catsober, that's CAT, sober, SOBER.org. Thanks everyone. Go out and make it a great day.